A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Wall with it, the starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing, and it's Morant in at the point guard position. Now here's Wall, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Now here's Wall. Pass to George. Here's Zubats. Back to George. Puts it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Wall against Morant. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Covington. From the left block, he sends it through.
Covington will hit threes, but he'll go down low and mix it up a bit too.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Oh, didn't think that was going in.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Leonard outside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
That's tenacious play in the paint from Kawhi, just insisting on getting to that shot.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
It doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant into the lane, and the bucket is good.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Adams with a screen on Leonard. Gets a nice look. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 8.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's George. And stolen by Bane. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And then Morant with the jam.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Leonard outside. Outside Covington. Off the mark there with a 3. Memphis leading. Throws it up high. Morant finds Jackson. Here's Bane. Back to Morant. And he drives in. Morant with the slam!
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
George outside. Oh, the swat by Adams. Oh, deflected. From deep, Morant. No good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard outside. Kicks it to George. 41 seconds left now in the first quarter. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Wall with it. Jackson in his pocket. Jackson against Covington. Outside Wall. Zubats with a screen on Brooks, and they pick up 2.
The defense is pretty close to Paul George, but not close enough as he powers right past him.
Now Morant. He's got 12. Now here's Brooks. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one misses.
Second team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies.
And the second free throw is good. Here's Wall. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Grizzlies. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. Stolen by Bane. Morant against Wall. Here's Brooks. Outside for Morant. Back to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. George against Bane. Brooks from outside. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers trail.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
And it's Morant missing. Now Los Angeles with it. George finds Covington. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young...
Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Back to Bane. Outside for Morant. 4 on the clock. There's Jackson with the 3. The shot no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Wall. Stolen by Jackson. Here we go. 3-pointer Brooks. It's rebounded by George. Well, the Clippers shooting a nice 50% for the game. Wall, the pass to Zubats. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now it's just a 4-point Memphis lead.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
On the wing, Brooks. Bane against George. Back to Brooks. Fires from deep. And that one's good. Jaren Jackson Jr. for 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. Minute 32 left to play in the first half. Here's George. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
And George with the jam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And here's Morant. 19 points in the game. Pass to Adams. On the wing, Bane. And the foul called on Paul George.
Paul George.
That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Memphis with it. 6-point lead. Morant, the pass to Brooks. 5 on the clock. Outside Bane. Lets it go from deep.
Paul George's instincts right there just taking over that possession. He's using his length right there to take away a lot of airspace for the shooters.
Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And he's good on the second. Wall with it. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And so it...
The Grizzlies, 26.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Well, the Clippers shooting efficiently, 50% so far. The offensive rebound. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Here's Jones. Outside for Green. Stolen by Kennard. And it's the Clippers on the break. Powell finds Kennard. Morris can't hit.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent. Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Jackson. Kennard, left side. Goes up on the baseline. Clark grabs the board. For Memphis, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Green for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Boy, if you're going to just hand him this shot, you might as well put a bow on it. Green loves the catch and shoot.
Jackson against Jones. Kennard outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Batum. Pulls up. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside, Williams. Oh, got a piece of it. Jackson down low, defended by Jones. And there's Jackson on the assist from Morris.
Good handles from Reggie. The kids would tell you Reggie's in his bag.
Here's Conchar. Powell covers. Pass to Clark. Jackson outside to the middle. To the paint. Here's Batum. And no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside, Williams. And he lobs it up. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Jones. Powell passes to Morris. And he converts the layup. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Jackson against Jones. To the inside. Clark, no good. The Clippers have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Powell, count it, good. And now just a 5-point Memphis lead.
Well, Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so he gets in that gap. He's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Powell with a steal. Three-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Conchar. And he's going for the oop here. And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, here's a guy who won a championship in college and also in the league. Winning seems to have followed Danny Green wherever he's gone.
Here's Powell. Batum. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Brooks, the pass to Morant. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's Wall. The layup misses.
Foul Clippers. John Wall. Second personal foul.
The free throw drops for Morant.
Shooting for Memphis. John Morant.
It's both from the stripe.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Now Wall. Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
Zubac. Fourth personal foul.
And that one misses.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bain. One shot.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court for the Grizzlies, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
The Clippers trail. Outside Wall. Drives to the hoop. And the big finish by Wall.
And you can't talk about acrobatic finishers without talking about John Wall. Man, he's explosive.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
Bain against George. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And then Morant with the dunk. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Wall, the pass to Leonard.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
That BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Here's George. Over to the wing. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Bain. Outside for Morant. On the wing, Brooks. It's stolen by Leonard. Misses in close. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And stolen by Covington. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. George has the open look. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Just smart use right there, Paul George in the mid-range.
Now here's Morant. Got a piece of it. And it's the Clippers on the break. Brooks with it. Guarded now by George. Wall against Morant. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Out to Covington. The three is up. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. Bain finds Brooks. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
Leonard outside. Here's Zubac. Pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. Now George, guarded by Bain. Another shot. They get the rebound. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And there's the lob.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
To the middle. And here's Zubac. Pass to Leonard. Looking to end this cold spell. Yes!
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
The Grizzlies shooting a fantastic 57%. Outside Morant. 40 seconds left in the fourth. And then Morant with the jam.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
First team foul.
Morant with it. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. From deep. And so the Grizzlies take the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress. Off the bus earlier on, hoping to secure a win away from home. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Here's Morant. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Bane passes to Adams, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Russell. Over to the wing. Jackson against Towns. Buries it down low.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Morant against Russell. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Down low. In close. Shot clock at 6. Here's Adams. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the way.
Have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Pulls up on the wing. Doesn't go for him. And it's Memphis the other way. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Towns, banked in off the glass.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills, and you know, when he gets the rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there.
Outside for Jackson. Inside. Here's Bane. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Russell. The pass to Edwards. Jackson against Towns. Here's Edwards, driving inside.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Morant. After the basket by Minnesota. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Pass to Bane. Into the lane. Makes it off the glass. Bane's got his second bucket.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Here's Gobert. That shot off. And it's Memphis the other way. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the contest. Free throw good. Bane. Memphis leading by 5. Morant surveying the D. And Morant throws it down.
And how about that
display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Russell dishes to Edwards. Morant against Towns. It's stolen by Gobert. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Russell passes to Edwards. Over Bain. And that one hits back iron. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies defense.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Edwards, shot to stop the run. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And how about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
And it's Prince penetrating. And Gobert kicks to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Morant passes to Bain. Outside for Jackson. Here's Morant. Rise to the hoop. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Russell looking it over. And it's Edwards, top of the key. Outside, Towns. Russell inside, guarded by Morant. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Outside, Bain. Back to Brooks. The shot missing. And Minnesota will come the other way. And here's Edwards. 7 points in the game. Prince setting a pick for Towns. That shot, no good. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Led by as many as 14 points.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
And Morant throws it down.
And this is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court, he knows how to exploit a defense.
And that one drops for him. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Brooks, left side. Back to Morant. Here he goes. And Morant blows it down.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Russell kicks to Towns. Going inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Morant against Russell. Brooks outside. To the paint. Out to Morant. Driving the lane. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Here's Edwards, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
And how about that instant response? Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket. And so it's Memphis with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more. There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Reed is out there with Anderson. And there's McDaniels. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. Here's Noel. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Outside Williams. Pass to Concho. Clark with a wide open look. And the space there, but it's offline.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Here's Anderson. Here's Reed. And he banks in the layup.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Here's Conchar. Lobbed up there for Clark. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. It's stolen by Green. For Memphis, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Now here's Jones. He's covered closely. He kicks to Williams. Over in the corner, Green. Passes it to Jones. Clock at 6. Back to Green. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Noel. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Good on the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Right side, Green. Kicks it out to Jones. On the wing, Green. Clock is at 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here is Forbes. The 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, this is the strength and forte of Forbes' game. He's a lethal sniper from deep.
Here's Jones. The kick out to Williams. Sweet move. The feed to Clark. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Now the pass to Forbes. Fires from deep. Green with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. To the middle. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third. Here's Noel. Kicks it to McDaniels. To the left wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Outside, Jones. Pass to Conchar. Lets it go. No good that time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Noel. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 17 points was their biggest margin. Floats it up for Williams. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Clark, and Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Nice move. Green with the block. Jones dishes to Williams. McDaniels passes to Noel. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis leading by 15. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Reed with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Pass to Conchar. Six to shoot. Stolen by Reed. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Memphis, finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Timberwolves trail by 15. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Look out!
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Here's Morant. Here's the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that. Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Here's Morant. Floats it up there for Bane. It's stolen by Edwards. Prince wide open. Knocks down the three ball. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And finished off by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
Towns kicks to Edwards. From deep. And it's Towns missing. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Leading by 12. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Morant with it. Jackson a screen on Russell. Feeds to Brooks. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Lets the three fly. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Up top, Russell. Guarded by Morant. Edwards dishes to Russell. Back to Edwards. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Gobert against Morant. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And ball goes up and Adams comes down. The anticipation skills, knows where to be to finish that play.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 7 now in this quarter.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside, Bane. From deep three-point range. He can't get that one to fall. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Russell passes to Edwards. And he tries.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
Passes it to Jackson. Floats it up there for Bane. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Little to no chance they're able to overcome this deficit. It's going to be a good victory for the Grizzlies.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Russell, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Russell against Morant. From deep. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
From deep three-point range, no good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt in this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has that face-up three-point shot definitely in the offensive arsenal. You better put a hand up.
Wall, the pass to George. Pulls up on the wing. That's good on the jumper.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the end one. Yes, sir.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become...
Oh, wow!
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Leonard outside. First quarter, just over a minute played. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Russell to pass to Towns. Down low. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, this is where Cat can manufacture additional points for his team. Defense focused and locked in on him. Find a teammate.
The kick out to Wall. Back to George. And the jam by George.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Russell against Wall. Edwards for three. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Wall. Pass to Covington. Here's George. And stolen by Gobert.
Clippers foul. Paul George. First personal foul. Second team foul.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Right side, Covington. Here's Zubac. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Wall gets the bucket.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top three. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
And Doris, with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Leonard against Towns. Leonard, good. And it's all knotted up.
Well, with a 7'3" wingspan, Kawhi Leonard can beat even good defense with that reach.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. George's shot is off.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Back to Russell. Pass to Gobert. It's rebounded by Zubats. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Perfect timing on that rejection. Boy, Towns really improving on the defensive end.
Hits a three-pointer.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
It's George on the wing. And here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Lays it up and banks it in. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
Well, we know how capable and consistent Karl Anthony Towns can be when he gets this kind of inside position.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review
the previous play is under review.
Get the basket off in time or not.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubats out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Edwards against George. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Takes a 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota in the lead. To the middle. Tipped. Oh, George with a steal. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Wall. Back to Leonard. To the inside. And the jam by George.
That's a play that's all about positioning. And Paul George has the elevation to make it easy.
Outside Edwards. Towns with the ball. Back to Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Russell with the ball. Oh, okay then. And he dunks it down.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
Ball. Out to Covington. Jacks up with 3. Wall against Russell. George outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wall. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, John Wall gets to the glass, and you love it because he's got the size and athleticism to contribute there.
Gobert with a screen on George. And Edwards slams it in.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And Leonard, here we go.
Kawhi Leonard's so calm, mixes speeds, understands when and where to drive the basketball.
Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. To the wing, right side. Prince drains the triple. Prince has got 6 points.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Now here's George. The 3. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Zubac with the steal. Leonard left side. No good. A bit long that time. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards off that drive. Look out.
Goes up from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Out to Covington from the arc. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Wall against Russell. Pass to Towns. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota tip. Thanks, Allie. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. But you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Jaden McDaniels out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Morris. And he hits it to tie the game. Morris has got his first points of the game. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. When you think about it through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft where he was not selected, guys.
Morris for 3. Not going to go that time. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Cuts off the pass. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reid worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
It's Powell, high post. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Batum gets the bucket.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Noel drives in. Here's Reed. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Jackson down low. No luck on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Now Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. And he goes in for the dunk.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Stolen by Reed. McDaniels inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Morris.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. Morris finds some space. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
What do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
A slam dunk by Reed.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
It's Powell, high post. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Jackson can't get it to go. Minnesota has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. To the paint. A slam dunk by Reed.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
That one falls. Batum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Outside, Anderson. From deep. The rebound by Jackson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Down low, Powell. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
Here's McLaughlin. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Anderson. Second chance shot. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Anderson's got his first bucket in this one.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. Now Outside Edwards. Fires the three. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And Gobert with a block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Minnesota has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Here's Wall, driving to the basket. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011, the trade of CP3 to the Clippers. It started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
One of the things that's been said before, but it's so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Outside Wall. Back to Zubats. Leonard outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Kicks it to George. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Russell against Wall. Fires the three. The shot by Russell, no good. The Clippers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And here's Wall. Pass to George. Puts up a 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Edwards with it. Checked by Wall. Right side Russell. Here's Prince. Back to Russell. Oh, deflected. George with a steal. To the paint. Covington, no good. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Towns up top.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
1:58 left to play in the fourth. Edwards fires from way outside. That shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Now here's George. Outside Wall. Pass to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Trying to get back on track. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, Leonard pulls down the board.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
It's Covington on the wing. Wall against Russell. Back to Wall. Up and over Russell. Misses off the left iron. Here's Prince. from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Covington with it. To stop the drought. Off on that one. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
Let's hear the starting lineup. Richard, this should be an interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Now Jackson. Three-pointer. The rebound by Steven Adams. Memphis with the ball. Stolen by Jackson. Launches it. And he's good on the three ball.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Bane passes to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Leonard with the ball. From deep. And it's Morant with the rebound. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get deep for the challenge.
Okay, David, thanks. Bane on the foul. Bane's got 7 points in the game. Outside Jackson, outside Leonard. No good on that one. Adams, some nice D. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Jackson looking around to end the drought. Here's Morris. Shoots over Morant. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Jackson.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Outside Jackson. It's good from long range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Clippers trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Leonard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. George, that's a two-pointer. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Pass to Brooks. Out to Morant. Brooks outside. On the wing, Bane. No good on the 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Outside, George. Zubac trying to break loose. And George now top of the key. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
On the wing, Jackson. Bane inside the three-point. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumped.
Desmond Bane getting it done for the Grizzlies. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with us. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the point.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. In the corner, George with it. Outside, Leonard. Shoots from the high post. Jackson dishes to Morris. And here's Leonard from three. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. And a wide open look for Bane. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers trail by 7. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside Leonard. Over Brooks. And the Clippers miss again.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Out to Morant. From the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Leonard. And Adams sends it back. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers trail by 10. And here's Leonard from 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks kicks to Morant. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And George with the stuff.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Grizzlies.
And here's Morant. He has 6. Bane for 3. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Bane's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Leonard the pass to George. 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Morris, no good. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. On the wing, George. From outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 10.
And look how quick on the draw George is. The moment he's got the ball, he's in motion for the shot.
Jackson misses. Clippers trail by 11. Now Morris on the wing. Jackson. Back to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. The shot will not fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 14-5 run. Leonard with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. From past the arc. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Memphis. Their lead. Thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Grizzlies 26. The Clippers 15.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bane.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Williams is out there with Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Green. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Jackson finds Leonard. This one for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
3 points.
Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
A deep 3 from Green. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And here's Leonard from 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Los Angeles. Outside, Jones. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Lob pass to George, and it's George finishing it off.
And a little verticality there from George, not to mention the timing between those two on the alley-oop.
Green fires from way outside, and they'll get another chance. Clark dishes to Jones. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Green, no luck.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
From deep, George. George missing again. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And here's George for 3. George missing again. The Grizzlies have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker with the break. Conchar, good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Outside, George.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
From deep 3-point range. That doesn't go either for George.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
There's the triple. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as many as 14 points. Bobbed up there for Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. George with the ball. Now Green defending, and it's George again missing.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Leonard, that's for two. And the shot is long. And it's Williams with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 11. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. George against Green. Kept alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Here's Conchar. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Conchar's got 6.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Clark.
The length and quickness of George is so difficult to guard against. That really compromises the defense, forcing them to foul.
Good on both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Brooks outside. Pass to Bain. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Clippers trail by 13. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Drained for 2 points.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Outside Jackson. Paul George with the steal. The 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. George has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Morant passes to Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Bain's got 20 points.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
George finds Jackson. Back to George. Jacks up a 3. And it's Morant with the rebound.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The 3-point stroke is off.
Here's Leonard. From deep. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 8 rebounds in this game. It's stolen by Morris. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Finish off the break.
And you got to love how hard Leonard works to support the team. He's right where they need him to finish there on that break.
Brooks outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Brooks has got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Paul George. Jackson against Morant. Bane passes to Brooks. Morant kicks to Jackson. Loads it up there for Morant. Stolen by Zubac. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Jackson. Down low. It's deflected. And Memphis turns it over again.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Jackson. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. Outside, George. 5 on the clock. To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Bane with it. George picks him up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now here's Leonard. Outside, George. Upside Jackson. Morant with the steal. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's the lob to Adams. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And here's Jackson. Morris outside. Back to Jackson. Outside Leonard. On deep. Tipped away. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14 points. Morant passes to Bane. He kicks to Brooks. Back to Bane. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here to stop the drought. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
LA ball.
Now Jackson. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big...
Greetings and welcome to the NBA. Hey, a real treat in store for us tonight, folks. We get to see two teams with some of the best young talent in the NBA, Grant.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Now here's Edwards.
Oh, wait a second. He sees the tall defender, and he just gets more aggressive.
Russell against Morant. Into the...
Oh, are you kidding me? Amazing.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards has got his second basket of the game.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Outside Bane. Back to Morant. He takes it in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Edwards. The three ball. Pure from three-point range. Edwards got 7.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
And here's Morant outside. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Takes it inside. Rebound, Minnesota.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Pass to Prince. Inside. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Shot is good by Edwards.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Morant. They set a pick. Outside Bane. Here's the 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain. And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft, Smitty.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The Grizzlies making their last shot. And here's Edwards outside. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards got 16 points now.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back. Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Now here's Russell from outside the arc. Edwards can't hit. Morant against Russell to the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Right wing. Back to Russell. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. A miss. Out of 8 shots, he's now made 6. Memphis trailing here. To the inside. Nice move. And it's Adams missing. Minnesota's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Pass to Edwards. Back to Prince. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
I'll tell you what, judging from that first period, you have to love what they're doing offensively.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Driving in, Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
Towns, after missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Morant against Russell. Doesn't go that time. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Back to Towns. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Russell to pass to Gobert. Second chance effort, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You see what that little pump fake does? It gives the defender something to think about the next time he goes to challenge Gobert's shot. Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Memphis calls timeout. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times. And he's a block machine. That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Morant against Russell. Pass to Edwards. That one is off. Great D that time from Bane. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Outside Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Towns for 3, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them the charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
To the middle. Here's Prince. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter, Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
Back to Morant. The shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Picked by Gobert. Russell from outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
And Morant drops them both. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Gobert. Edwards against Bane. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
From deep, Bane. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
There's 31 seconds left in the second period. Russell, the pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. Edwards against Bain. Edwards can't hit. Brooks outside. Going inside, and he jams it home with authority.
Crafty score off the dribble. Brooks has a good set of moves, and he's smart.
Towns for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Minnesota. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter.
20 seconds. Let's hear it for the Jabberwocky!
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
On the court for Memphis, Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark, then it's Green, and it's Williams in at the 4-man position. Reed finds Anderson. Outside McDaniels. Kicks it out to Anderson. The 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
So much of Anderson's future value is tied to the improvement he makes with the 3-point shot.
There's the triple. Conchar can't hit. Minnesota has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Green, the pass to Jones. Here's Conchar. Back to Jones. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. Pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. Back to Noel. No good there. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Jones, the pass to Williams. And here's Jones. Back to Williams. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14. Anderson inside. Williams defending. Back to Anderson. And he banks in the layup. Anderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
It's Williams, high post. Jones up top. Green against McDaniels. Williams from long range. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Pass to Noel. Here's McDaniels. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. They shoot again. And Clark with a block. In transition, here they come. Williams finds Clark. Here's Conchar. Anderson covers. Back to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Anderson passes to McDaniels. Back to Anderson. On the take. Outside McDaniels. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Bane with a screen on Russell. Outside Bane takes the 3. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
The previous play is under review.
Gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That free throw, no good.
Here they come, now headed to the floor. It's your Minnesota.
Good on the second one. Here's Morant. 20 points for him. 51 seconds left in the third. Pass to Bane. Here's Morant. Back to Bane. Brooks outside. And then Morant with the jam.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Very important points. I mean, they're trying to hang on to this lead now. They needed that.
Payne with a screen on Russell. From deep, Morant. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Edwards. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead. From deep, Morant. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 8. We've got more. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Minnesota has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Gobert passes to Edwards. Five to shoot to the paint. Goes back up. The rebound by Jackson.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And, man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bane, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, nice one-handed jam, NBA.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Outside Russell. The kick out to Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards has got 27 points.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Now Towns. Again, the Timberwolves score.
And that's what you call the modern big. Towns pairs his inside game with a smooth outside shot.
The try by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Tremendous effort from Ja Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Russell against Morant. Russell to pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Morant against Russell. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Stolen by Bane. And he commits the intentional foul. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter here. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Right side Morant. Stolen by Russell.
Excellent defensive instincts leading to the quick reaction.
Here's Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got assist number 8 here already in the game. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
Edwards against Bane. Double team on Russell. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Up top Edwards. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. And they go to the intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And all Russell has to do is push out the distractions and focus on the task at hand. He can do this.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
From deep, Morant. It falls! And that one brings them within 1.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the 3 a little bit more.
And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that'll put them up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Timeout call, Memphis. All right, guys, what's your take?
They need to find a 3 fast. A zero hesitation look. Tough, but not impossible.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoop.
Who say does that?
Here we go. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the 5. Now, here is Russell.
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for their home fans tonight. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Looking at the starting 5 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
The 3, George. Clippers keep it alive. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the triple.
With a few 40% seasons from deep, George has become one of the top three-point shooters in the game.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
For 3, George. He can't hit that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Pass to Prince, fires the 3, knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Now here's Jackson. From deep three-point range, that one's good from Morris on the assist by Jackson.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
George outside. Back to Jackson. Leonard for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside for Russell. Back to Prince. Here he goes. Pass to Towns. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Towns has got his second basket.
And, you know, you got multiple options with this guy coming out of the screen. He can go pick and pop on you. He can go pick and roll. Towns can hurt you either way.
Now here's Jackson. Five on the clock. No good on the 3. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
George outside. Lets the 3 fly. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
1:44 left in the first. There's a screen. The kick out to Edwards. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
You're smart about picking his spots. That time Leonard senses opportunity and flies up the floor.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And the technical free throw is good. Now here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Jackson against Russell. Morris for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. Over Leonard. Back to Towns. Russell up top. Here's Prince. Clock at 6. Now Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
Jackson outside. And here's Leonard. Let's go with a 3. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Great open look there. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Russell against Jackson. Here's Edwards. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Zubats.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Here's George. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
Paul George has become such an assertive and confident player who knows exactly when he's in position to get that catch and shoot off.
Down low. Here's Prince. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Leonard for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Three-pointer off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
He shoots. And that one's long. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. For 3, George nails it from 3. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
There's not much a defender can do when George decides to go up with the pull-up. I mean, you got to respect both his shooting and his driving ability because of his speed on the dribble.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
George outside.
2 minutes remain.
Zubats with a screen on Edwards. George's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Prince. It's Edwards on the wing. Now here's Gobert. Oh, George with a steal. Inside. Here's Jackson. Up and in on the layup.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Jackson against Russell. Here's Jackson. Now here's George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A shot from the high post. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. The Clippers grab the miss. Jackson with it. There's 39 seconds left in the half. Pass to Morris. Edwards against George. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Morris. It's George on the wing. Now Jackson. Morris, a screen on Russell. And a pretty tightly contested game here.
With the score, your Clippers, 18, the Timberwolves, 23.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half could take a lot out of it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Reed in at the center position, locking down the middle. Here's Noel, and he drives in, and that one drops for him. Noel's got his first basket. The Clippers trail. Now Jackson. Pass to Morris. George, right side. From deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. George has got 11 points.
And sometimes with George, it doesn't really matter where he's squaring up from. If he's in rhythm, even from distance, you've got to get a hand in his face or he'll drain it.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Foul Clippers. Reggie Jackson.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Towns.
Walking foul called on Paul George. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Russell. Now Towns. 6 on the shot clock. And they double up Edwards. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Jackson, the pass to George. To the middle. And George with the jam.
Paul George can get it done from anywhere on the court now. When he starts percolating, this guy can cook with gas.
Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And the first one at the line is good.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Golden opportunity to take the lead. Instead, he merely knots up the score.
The Timberwolves shooting the rock at 58%. Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Zubats. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Here's George. That shot off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Outside Edwards. There's the three. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
George outside. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Russell to pass to Gobert. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Los Angeles has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Down low. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Towns. And it's going to be a 3-second call. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. And here's Jackson. Pass to Zubats. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Russell with the ball. Outside Edwards. And rejected. And he gets it back. Here's Towns. Picked by Prince. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Drops in the layup for 2. Towns has got 10 points.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
You know, some of the sequences and plays that George pulls off, just amazing when you consider how good this guy is.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The T-Wolves on top, up by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Marcus Morris out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Gobert. Pass to Prince. This one for three. Gets the three to fall.
You know, the NBA is all about the three-point shot right now, and Prince can really shoot it from out there.
Wall against Russell. Covington up top. Wall with a screen on Towns. Leonard on the wing. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. Minnesota has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
On target from range. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Ball for three. George controls the rebound and the putback. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip-in.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his third foul of the game.
14 foul.
Here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. So it's the Clippers now. They trail by 9. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Now here's George. Back to Wall. Tries the 9-footer. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Quick decision maker. Wall is really good at reading defenses and knowing when to shoot off the catch.
Russell against George. Russell to pass to Towns. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Leonard for three. Counted from distance. And now it's just a 4-point Minnesota lead.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Pass to Russell. Towns for three. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Ball for 3. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got 4 rebounds in the game. A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter here. The shot by Russell, no good. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. And a deep 3 from Leonard. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the wing, right side. A minute 22 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And, of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 9-point game here. The Clippers running out of time. 1:10 left to play in the 4th. Leonard outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Towns with the ball. Pass to Russell. Back to Towns. Beyond the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Now the Clippers with it. 9-point game. Now Leonard. There's 21 seconds left in the game. The 3 is up. Rebound Minnesota. And here's Edwards. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
And so it's Minnesota with the W. It ends up being a fairly easy.